like Ali Sheik say that he sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
The long-awaited clash between two of boxing's pound-for-pound kings, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, is finally set to take place. After years of speculation, back-and-forth trash talk, and heated confrontations, fans are about to witness the ultimate showdown. This is a fight that could define the careers of both men, each a champion in his own right, yet each carrying the weight of expectations that come with being at the top of the sport. Terence "Bud" Crawford, the undefeated WBA welterweight champion, is widely regarded as one of the best fighters of his generation. His career has been marked by his versatility, having excelled in multiple weight classes, and his ability to adapt to any opponent. His skill set is second to none, and his undefeated record is a testament to his brilliance in the ring. However, Crawford has always been a man of few words, rarely engaging in the trash-talking games that so often accompany big boxing matches. He lets his actions in the ring speak for themselves, and his calm, collected demeanor is one of the reasons why he has been so successful. On the other side of the ring stands Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight champion. Canelo has been the face of boxing for several years, moving up and down weight classes with ease, taking on and defeating some of the biggest names in the sport. From his victory over Gennady Golovkin to his domination at 168 pounds, Canelo has built a legacy that few can rival. Known for his counter-punching, powerful body shots, and incredible chin, Canelo has proven himself as one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. But now, facing Crawford, he is entering a new challenge, a fighter who may be faster, more adaptable, and just as dangerous. The buzz surrounding this fight has reached a fever pitch. Fans have been clamoring for it for years, and the hype has only grown as both fighters have called each other out in the media. It's not just a boxing match, it's a battle for supremacy, a fight to determine who truly holds the title of pound-for-pound king. With both men having reached the pinnacle of their respective weight classes, this fight has become more than just a contest of skill, it's a clash of two dominant forces in the sport. The storyline surrounding this fight has been years in the making. Crawford and Canelo have always seemed to be on a collision course, but their paths never quite crossed until now. In a recent interview, Crawford was asked about the possibility of facing Canelo, and he was quick to dismiss any rumors of offers or negotiations. "I don't have any offer," he said, staying focused on his upcoming fight. His response may have seemed nonchalant, but it spoke volumes about his mindset. Crawford has always been a fighter who stays laser-focused on his immediate goals, never looking too far ahead. His focus remains on the task at hand, and in his mind, nothing is more important than the fight he's preparing for. Yet, despite his reserved demeanor, there's no doubt that Crawford is aware of the enormity of this potential showdown with Canelo. This is the fight that could define his legacy. As for Canelo, he's been more than vocal about the potential for a fight with Crawford. He's made it clear that he's ready to take on anyone, and if Crawford is next in line, so be it. The two men have been circling each other for years, and now, finally, they are on the verge of locking horns in what promises to be a historic fight. The tension between the two fighters became palpable when they came face-to-face at a recent event. As the cameras zoomed in on them, you could see the mutual respect, but also the rivalry that has been building for years. Neither fighter was willing to blink first, both holding their ground with the unwavering confidence that has become their trademark. This wasn't just another press conference, it was a battle of wills, a standoff between two giants of the sport. For Crawford, the weight class difference is a significant factor in this fight. He's been fighting at 147 pounds for most of his career, while Canelo has spent the last few years dominating at 168 pounds. The question on everyone's mind is whether Crawford can bridge that gap and compete effectively against a fighter who has been a force in the heavier divisions. Crawford, however, is not one to back down from a challenge. He's always been a fighter who embraces adversity, and he's ready to face Canelo on the biggest stage. The key to his success, as he's mentioned in previous interviews, is his ability to adapt. He's a fighter who can switch styles, move in and out of range, and use his speed and agility to create openings. On the other hand, Canelo is no stranger to overcoming challenges. He's faced bigger opponents before, and has proven that he can hang with the best in any division. His ability to break down opponents slowly and methodically is one of his most dangerous traits. Canelo doesn't rush into things, he takes his time, waits for the right moment, and then strikes with devastating precision. His counter-punching is some of the best in the game, and he's shown time and again that he can end a fight in the blink of an eye. But Crawford isn't someone who can be easily broken down. His unorthodox style and ability to switch stances make him a difficult opponent for anyone, including Canelo. Crawford's speed, combined with his intelligence in the ring, gives him an edge that could be crucial in this fight. He's not going to stand there and trade punches with Canelo. Instead, he'll use his movement and footwork to outmaneuver him, creating angles and avoiding the heavy shots that Canelo is known for. The question of how Crawford will handle Canelo's power is one that has been discussed extensively. Canelo has the ability to hurt opponents with a single punch, and his body shots are particularly devastating. But Crawford's ability to avoid punches and his durability have been on display throughout his career. He's faced some of the toughest fighters in the sport and has never been seriously hurt. Still, Canelo's power is unlike anything Crawford has faced before, and that's something Crawford will need to be prepared for when they step into the ring. The mental aspect of this fight is just as important as the physical. Both Crawford and Canelo are known for their strong mental games. Crawford, with his calm, almost detached nature, is a master of staying focused and not getting rattled. He's not one to engage in trash talk or mind games. Instead, he lets his performances in the ring speak for themselves. Canelo, on the other hand, is a fighter who thrives on his confidence. He's not afraid to talk the talk, and his trash-talking style has become a signature part of his persona. But when facing someone like Crawford, who doesn't engage in that type of banter, it becomes clear that the fight will be decided by what happens inside the ropes, not outside of them. What makes this matchup so intriguing is the contrast in styles. Canelo is the bigger, stronger fighter, but Crawford is the faster, more versatile one. Canelo's power and experience give him an edge, but Crawford's speed, adaptability, and IQ make him a formidable opponent. This isn't a fight that can be won on sheer strength alone. Both men will need to rely on their boxing skills, footwork, and strategy to come out on top. The build-up to this fight has been electric, with fans eagerly awaiting the moment these two fighters finally step into the ring. Social media has been ablaze with predictions, analysis, and hype, and the boxing world is buzzing with excitement. The potential for this fight to become a classic is immense, and the legacy implications are even greater. A win for Crawford would solidify his place as one of the greatest fighters of all time, and a victory for Canelo would further cement his status as the king of boxing. The future of both fighters hinges on this matchup. If Crawford can overcome the size and power disadvantage and beat Canelo, he will have proven that he is truly one of the best to ever do it. If Canelo wins, it will solidify his dominance in the sport and place him firmly in the conversation as the greatest of this generation. The stakes couldn't be higher. As fans continue to debate the outcome and analyze the strengths and weaknesses of each fighter, one thing is clear: this is the fight we've all been waiting for. Whether you're Team Crawford or Team Canelo, there's no denying the significance of this bout. This is more than just a boxing match, it's a battle for the ages, a fight that will define the legacies of two of the sport's greatest fighters. So, as the countdown to fight night continues, the world waits with bated breath to see who will come out on top. Will Crawford's speed and adaptability prove too much for Canelo's power and experience? Or will Canelo's dominance in the higher weight classes prove to be the deciding factor? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: this fight is going to be a spectacle that no one will want to miss.